welcome to Balancing the Books. My name is Victoria and I am a tax accountant who absolutely loves to read. I love historical books, fantasy books, romance books, and a combination of those three. Honestly, if there are fairies, dragons, or magic involved, I'm probably going to be excited about it, particularly if there's a dash of romance thrown in. And so I do a lot of reviews on this channel. I've done a whole series talking about Fourth Wing, Iron Flame, and Onyx Storm, but today I'm talking about books where they've come out in the past couple of years, a great little 2-book series, which is What the River Knows and Where the Library Hides. Now, I'm not gonna say that these are the best books that I've ever read. Honestly, I think that book 1 was definitely better than book 2, but I do think that they can be worth the read, particularly if you like books that are set in a historical setting. Now, the premise of these 2 books is that there is this girl, Inez, who her parents are big lovers of Egypt. They spend half their year in Egypt, but she's never gotten to go. She lives in South America, and she finds out that her parents have both supposedly died. And so she goes off to Egypt to see her uncle and to find out what happened to her parents. And along the way, she becomes touched by magic. She starts on this journey to find Cleopatra and to figure out what her connection is to Cleopatra and what happened to her parents. And along the way, she falls in love, but even her love there is not smooth sailing or easygoing, as she has people after her fortune, people trying to get her away, and a lot of really good twists and turns. The first book, I thought, did a much better job of setting up her character development. There were some twists to the story, but they weren't too horrible of twists. They were just kind of nice, enjoyable twists. It was a good, easy read, and it had some nice sort of forbidden love romance happening that at the end of the book wraps up. You think everything's gonna be good, and then you find out it's a bit of a cliffhanger because everything is not as it seemed, and there's a lot more to unravel. So then we go into book 2, and this is the last of the 2 books in the series. And in book 2, we have a lot twistier of character motivations. And so once again, everything is not as it seems. There are a lot of character reveals, secret reveals, twists that happen. And the thing that I didn't like about this book is that she keeps making the same mistakes that she made in the first book. She makes them again and again, and she doesn't really learn from them. She just keeps sort of doing the same stupid stuff, and it costs people their lives. But she also is having to deal with a lot, and there are a lot of things that are going on in the story. I think that the side characters actually have a lot more interesting motivations, a lot more interesting character reveals about them, about their motivations, about why they're doing things, about what they do, than the actual main character herself. And I think the love interest Wit is one of the most interesting characters, and seeing his struggle much more so in the second book is really, really fascinating. Overall, I think that they are a couple of fun books to read. They aren't the best written books. Some of the things that happen are a bit cliche. Overall, the twists are kind of predictable, except for one character reveal, which did end up surprising me a bit. And it's just a good escape. And for me, that's what reading is meant to be. It is meant to be an escape. And I think that if you are looking for something that can make you feel like you're reading a series, so you don't just have to leave the characters after one book, but you don't want to commit to 10,000 pages of writing, I think that What the River Knows and Where the Library Hides could be 2 really good options for you. But leave a note in the comments down below of some things you'd like me to talk about from the books, some of your thoughts on the books if you've read it, and also if you have any suggestions of books that you'd like me to read and sort of just give my opinions on in this channel, let me know down below, as this is a different type of thing for me to talk about, and I'm still trying to figure out how to do these videos so that they are most enjoyable for you guys. And with that, I hope you have a great rest of your day and a wonderful time on whatever books it is that you are currently reading. Bye!